Previously on Jay's Collectibles. Man, I always wanted to do that. Welcome back to another Jay's Collectible video. And this is a box I ordered from Target here. And here are some, like I said, some Micro Galaxy Squadron items. I'm no longer using the steak knives. There we go. And yeah, it's some pretty cool items in here. Let's take this other box out because I can't really show you them with this brown box on the table. So up here we have the AT-AT Walker. Yeah, this was kind of an impulse buy. I bought this because I saw it was in stock and pretty cool. You can kind of see them right there. They're very tiny. That's the AT-AT Walker. I can't wait to see how big this is outside the box. So there you go. That's my little Micro Galaxy Squadron haul. And I will do maybe a video on these in the future. I'm not going to do one right now. Little did I know, I would be totally wrong about that. On second thought, this vehicle is way too cool not to review right away. Welcome back to another Jay's Collectible Videos, and as you saw, I did a little previously card. That was quite fun, to be honest. But yeah, here we have the AT-AT from the Micro Galaxy Squadron line. I got this on Target.com, and I think it's out of stock as we speak. But I got this because I saw on the Micro Galaxy Squadron Instagram page it was in stock, and I'm glad I grabbed one. It's super cool, as you saw of the title of the video and the end of my last video where I put to be continued. Like I said, that was really fun to do. But anyway, here we have the AT-AT Walker and the little background. The background wasn't damaged for once, so I decided to put it out here. It's like a little Hoth display, which we'll take a look in 1 second. We got the AT-AT, and this thing is really cool. We got lights, movement in the legs and the head, interior, sound effects, and a lot of cool other stuff. We get a speeder bike down there, and we get, I think somewhere around there's Luke Skywalker, and he's holding a lightsaber. We get General Veers, 2 snowtroopers, and the AT-AT pilot. I wish we got 2 AT-AT pilots, but maybe there's only room for 2 in the cockpit. I'm having some trouble figuring out the cockpit and then the standing area in the background, which I hope to have figured out by the time I get to that segment. But yeah. That's a look at what we got in this little pack here. Let's now take a look at that background. Taking a closer look here real quick, we get this kind of like blackish, maybe dark blue flooring right here. I don't know what color. It looks black to me. I could be wrong. Visual impairment. Anyway, so we have here the background. It's just Hoth. It's like a Hoth background. We got some of the Hoth hills. We see some of the snow, and yeah, I kind of wish this side wasn't cut out like the way it is. Like you get this little hole right here compared to this side. But yeah, that's how it is. And it's just a really cool, neat background. It's my first one to actually get a good look at because normally they're all messed up. And is that an AT-AT Walker back there? I think that's one right there. Just let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure that's one more in there. Zoom in closer. I see 4 legs. I'm pretty sure that's another walker, so that's really cool. But if not, oops. Anyway, let's look at the little background here. Let's now take a look at the actual thing. So here we have the AT-AT Walker AT-AT. It's really big. You can see my hand here. It's quite big. From there, you can see the little Skywalker hanging from his little grappling hook right there. I think that's a grappling hook he was on. And yeah, so we'll take a look at the characters here in a little bit. I do want to take a look at the walker while everyone's in there. And yeah, so just, they'll be on there, just kind of like a little display, I guess, for a while. But yeah, so we take a 360-degree look at the walker. You can see you have the cockpit there. You got 4 of his guns. You have the whole panel right here. You got the 4 legs, and it's just as you think it would be. It's a AT-AT Walker, and Jazzwares did a really good job, I feel like, on this. Of course, they have the Endor Walker that's pre-order. I saw that on Micro Galaxy Squadron's Instagram page. May order that, may not. We'll see. My wallet hurts currently. But yeah, so I guess real quick, we'll take a look at the articulation. So when it comes to the legs here, you can move the legs this far back, so that's pretty far, and it goes pretty long actually, and it can go this far forwards, not as far. You can also move this legs up front this far up, and then move it the same his mount right there back. So I'm not going to do the other 2 on this side because it's going to be the same articulation. But when it comes to the knee joints, Luke Skywalker fell. We'll set it aside for now. When it comes to the knee joints, you can bend it back that far and bend it up that far. So it should be the same for the others. So we show it here. You can see it bends back that far and then bends that far forward. So again, it's gonna be the same articulation for the others. The feet do not move. You just move with the joints here at the knee and the leg. So yeah, it's a pretty big walker here, you can see the front of it right here. We got the 4 cannons. Now this will light up the little eye area, which we'll take a look at later also, along with sound effects. And yeah, you get all 4 cannons on the side. Very detailed, I feel like, for this vehicle, and it's very big. And yeah, we get more of that paneling right here. So yeah, if I turn it upside down, you can hear the carriages slipping in there. So as you can see, there's no hole really right here for the walker on the side panel where you don't open it, but right here there is. I can only assume that's so that you can let this slide down and it can come outside the walker and have Luke dangle from it. That's my only scenario, or like theory of why that is. So yeah, let's look at that. Now to get into the walker, all you gotta do is lift up this panel. And unlike most other Micro Galaxy Squadron items, this is super simple to take off in a good way. It clicks in very nicely. So if I put it back, you can hear it click in. Like that. So you heard it click in. So it clicks in very nicely, and it's very simple to take off. Some of the other ones are a bit difficult, but so I do like that about this walker. And we can take a look at the inside here. So we'll take a look at the little grappling hook feature, and you just open it up like so. You can move this part out and move it back in, and there's like a little knob that you twist to make that little string piece go all the way down to the ground. And yeah, it'll eventually stop it. You won't be able to twist any further, I don't think. It goes quite a bit actually. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I guess after a while, actually that's cool, after a while it brings it back up. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I did not know that. I kept turning it backwards to bring it back up, but you can just twist it to a certain point, it'll bring it back up on its own. So that's really cool. So yeah, that's how you take that out. We'll just push that back in there. Again, like I said, you can hook Luke into it with these little clip pieces right there. Thought I zoom in a bit more so you can see that clip piece right there. So we got that. Moving sideways here, we got the little speeder bike that we'll take a look at also on its own here in a moment. But I also couldn't find a spot for this, so I'm assuming it goes here because it fits perfectly right there, and it kind of sticks the way where it doesn't move. So maybe it sits there. So if not, let me know in the comments below. But that's where I think it goes, because if you just put it right here, it just kind of just flies around and just moves around a lot in the walker, which you don't want. But we'll take that out for now. Just kind of sticks in there nicely. And then so yeah, we can look at this little section right here. Get some little details. I guess nothing too major. Don't think it's really painted much in there. You can kind of see some line detailing in there, but not a lot of paint work in there. Yeah, that's a look at that little section up here. Like I said, we took a look here. Just move that in a bit, out a bit. You can kind of see in there. Yep. I did just realize that turned on. Oh, I just realized there's lights in there. That's new. That's cool. I did not know that actually. So it's a good thing I turned it on. So we'll take a look at the lights and sound effects later, but you can see it's glowing blue in there. So I don't know if that's just part of the light feature or it's supposed to be like hall lights in the walker. It's the only spot I see it in. So, but yeah, I just found out, which I think that's really cool. And yeah, moving to the top area, we got our little snow trooper guys, which we're going to take out also. I don't know if they go on this top part or if they go on the bottom area of the walker, but I had them up here, so I don't know if like I say, have them in the right spot, but we got our snow trooper guys. Taking a look at the top area, just get this flooring area, all these little details in there. So again, not sure if they're supposed to go on top or bottom, but I can't really find a little spot for them to go. I want to say up top because it looks like a little walkway here that they're supposed to stand in, and they can go through this door that you can't open, but I think it was supposed to be leading to the neck. So my finger down here, yes. So I have to think that it goes, I don't know, maybe they go down there instead, because I wouldn't connect to the neck area where they would have to walk in. So maybe they're not supposed to go up here. I don't know, but you just, like I said, you see that detailing in there. And I'll turn it back on again. You gotta be really careful when you're reviewing this, if you plan on reviewing it, if you have a channel, because this turns on really easily. Like I said, just same walk away, you get some little details in there, as I said before. So yeah, there's not like another panel on this side, it's just this front panel, because that's the other half of the walker. So yeah, let's look at the walker and on the interior. Let's now take a look at the cockpit interior. All right, here we have the little cockpit area. Like I said earlier, we got the 4 cannons on the head, and you can just open it up very simply. So we just open this up. We're gonna find our characters in there. There we go. Just open that little flap and just closes real nicely. It clicks real nicely, so I do like that. And inside we have our little characters. Now this is going to be hard to show, but I do have both General Veers and the AT-AT pilot in there. So if I shine my little flashlight in here, it's going to be very weird light in here. You can see General Veers, and he just sticks into like a little circle, I believe both feet, and that's how he's supposed to stand back there. And then up front, you do get two little spots for the two pilots, but you only get one, which is my only complaint about this, is really that you only get one AT-AT pilot. You can kind of see his head just barely. It's hard to show this because I can't bend the head down any further. If I point my finger right here, that's him. You can see him. There you go. You can see him now. So yeah, you have one spot right there and you got another right there. So I just wish they gave us one more. That's really my only complaint, as I said. But yeah, we get General Veers back there and get his standing area, and you get the two little spots. And so yeah, I'm sure this has a little bit more details in there. Oop, almost closed it. But it's just really hard to get the camera angle in there. I'm not sure if this is better. I'm not even sure if I'm getting a shot, but I'm kind of standing to get this shot right here. You can maybe see the AT-AT pilot. So yeah, this is probably the hardest part of the review, but hey, we're pushing through it. So that's a look at the interior of the head. And as I said, you can just shut it like so, and you can move the head up that far, so that's pretty far. You can move it down that far, and you can move it sideways that far and that far sideways. So pretty good range of motion. I like this nice clicking noise, especially with like the legs here. I just feel like it means it's really sturdy and really tight in there. The little neck area is rubberized, so maybe it just helps to have a better motion of moving. But that's pretty cool. And so yeah, now this does make noise and lights up. You will need, I think, 3 AAA batteries, and yeah, you just insert them into the model, and they do not come with that, so you have to buy that on your own. So yeah, but in order to turn it on, as you saw earlier, you just push this button right here, and that turns it on. And I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but the eyes do light up. I'll turn the lights off here in a bit. You can kind of see it. But yeah, so this has walking noise, so if you push this button again, it makes the walker's walking noise. Now, it won't move like Falcon had a feature where if you switch it around, it made the Falcon noise, but you can't like move the legs and it'll make the walking noise, so you always gotta push that button right there. And in order to make the dialogue, there's a button on top here that you push, and I lied, it's right here. This is where it is. I don't know if my finger was touching it, but yeah, it's right here, and you push it, and
all troops will debark for ground assault. Prepare to target the main generator. All troops will debark for ground assault. Target maximum firepower. Prepare to target the main generator.
And that's all the dialogue. So
target maximum fire. All troops will debark for ground assault.
If you're able to get to the gun when it shoots out the AT-AT's blasters, if you push it real quick, you can make it sound like it's shooting multiple blasts at the same time.
Prepare to
like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I love this little model a lot more. I'm so happy I bought it, and I'm really tempted to get the indoor version so I can review it, but we'll see in the future. I don't know if I'll do that. If so, I need to do it right now before it goes out of stock. But yeah, it's a super cool model. I definitely recommend it if you like this line and if you like The Empire Strikes Back. And let me get the Snowspeeder, and then we'll take a look at those characters. So here I have the Snowspeeder. I haven't done a review on this, but now that I have this, I feel like I should do a review on it. So it's very small, as you can see, just compared to my hand there. And compared to the AT-AT Walker, we just set it down here. You can see how small it really is. It just fits in between the feet almost, and if we put it lengthwise, it doesn't even come past that first joint where it moves at the legs. So it's pretty tall, and probably the almost accurate size compared to this. So you can really make a hot diorama with a couple of Snowspeeders, maybe paint them up and make their like different and whatnot, and then you can get a few of these AT-ATs and everything. So that's really cool. Something I think about doing, but I don't I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I have the money to do that. But yeah, let's look at the snow speeder compared to the AT-AT. So I'll take a look at the speeder and those carriages. So up first, we have the Hoth snow speeder, or not the Hoth speeder bike. It's essentially just a normal indoor speeder bike, just Hoth version. Lego made one for the Snow Trooper Battle Pack in 2022. So I have seen this before. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't even know these were on Hoth. I know we see the Hoth ATST, but I don't remember seeing any of these. So let me know if these were even shown in the movie. They probably were. But it's just, like I said, it has a little white detailings on there to make it look like it's from Hoth. And yeah, you got the handlebars, which you compare, I guess, a Hoth Scout Trooper, which we don't have. So maybe it's someone else we could have gotten. Maybe AT-AT Pilot, and one more of those, and then the Hoth Scout Trooper, because there is a version of that, because I know, because of Lego. But yeah, that's a look at the speeder bike. It's pretty cool. It's nothing special. It's just like the indoor speeder bike, which I think I took a look at in Wave 1 of my unboxing of the Wave 1 mystery boxes. So yeah, that's a look at the Hoth speeder. Next up, we have our two snow troopers. Not a lot of detail on them. They have the black eyes right there, which makes a lot more sense on these compared to the stormtroopers, I will say. May have some little sculpts of just armor work on the armor there. And yeah, they're super tiny, very tiny. If you saw Luke Skywalker hanging off the AT-AT, they do get their book bags or backpacks, however you want to call them. They don't come off; they're molded in there. So I know some of them have like stuff where you can come off the back, but these do not. You can move the arms up all the way, and they move up at the same time. And so yeah, I can do that. You can put his hands up, and then you can put his legs up like that. And so yeah, not a lot of motion, but for something this small, at the same time, it has a bit of motion there. Unlike the Micro Machines versions, they would just be stuck in their position. So I do like that this line, you can move their arms and legs up. And like I said, we get two of them, so you just do the same thing for this guy right there. And you can move his legs down like so. So really cool that we get two of these. And yeah, definitely necessary for this walker. Let's now take a look at Luke Skywalker. Next up, we have Luke Skywalker. And for a tiny guy, a lot of detail here. We got his like pilot suit on. We got the little apparatus there, I think, or like his little, I think what it's called. Maybe it's not, but anyway, he has Hoth gloves. So this is different from the pilot Luke from the X-wing because he has black gloves, and of course he's wearing like his Hoth gear on here. For his pilot uniform. And also, unlike the Hoth version from the Snowspeeder, you get a lightsaber that's molded into his hand that just kind of independently goes up with the other arm also. So of course supposed to represent the scene when he put the little detonator inside the AT-AT and everything. So really cool detail that we get that. I think this is first Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber. If not, let me know in the comments below. And like I said, just a lot of detail for how tiny this guy is. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and as I said, same articulation for the legs and for the hands there. So that's a look at Luke Skywalker. Let's now take a look at General Veers and our AT-AT pilot. So here we have General Veers and our AT-AT pilot. Alright, I will say, when you put the AT-AT pilot in the cockpit, it's very hard to get him out of there, so just be careful when you're doing that. But we get a bit of detail on his helmet. It looks a bit weird, but I think it's starting to grow on me. Get, of course, his helmet details there. And you get some detailing, I think, on the arms here also. Maybe not. Thought you did. Maybe you get a bit there. You get his, like, details on his stomach there, his body. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I just wish we got two of these guys instead of one. That's really my only complaint, as I said. So let's look at our AT-AT pilot. And finally, we got General Veers. He, I think, has his little goggles on his helmet there. He's got his helmet. You can kind of see a face there. It's very tiny. And I can't zoom in anymore. Gets Imperial outfit for Hoth. And yeah, like I said, it's a pretty cool figure. His legs do go into like a little hole for him to stand. It's in the back and give commands. So a very cool figure here. So yeah, let's look at our carriage there. I think a good selection and everything. Like I said, I've already stated my opinion on the AT-AT pilot, but besides that, really cool. So with that, so I'll take a look at my final thoughts. So there we go. That's my review of the AT-AT Walker from the Micro Galaxy Squadron line. I love this so much that I wanted to review it the day after I got it. So that was kind of like a little gag in that video when I said, little did I know, I did not know what I was talking about or what was going to come on and everything. So yeah, you get 5 cool characters. I just switched. We got another AT-AT Walker pilot. We get a cool background. You get a cool speeder, and yeah. So, like I said, that's my review of this. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I usually don't do number scalings, but yeah. I probably plan on taking this to college. I plan on taking most of my vehicles to college because they're small enough, and I don't have room to take, like, all that stuff, that, and that. So, yeah, that's my plan for these little vehicles. It'll be fun to keep them at college, and I may do reviews at college of some things. But yeah, I mean, sneak peek. I don't know if I'll do these right away. I think I do mean it this time, but we got some more items there. The Battle Over Coruscant pack over there, some other items. But yeah, that's my review, and I hope you all enjoy this. Leave a like if you like it, and yeah, if you like this type of content, let me know. I may do some more Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicle. I do want to do an update video of my collection because it has grown a bit, not too big, but a bit, and yeah. With that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I hope you have a good hunting these down. And with that, I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.